Hey guys, my name's Tim, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to make the width of any container fit its content perfectly. You don't need to guess or adjust the width of anything. That means that if you have a container with an image in it, you can make sure the container is the exact width of the image, or anything else that's inside the container. It also works for widgets. Let's get into it. First, let me show you how it's done, and then I'm gonna explain a couple of ways I use this. The how is incredibly easy. Just go into any element, so any container, any widget, go under advanced, go under custom CSS and type in selector, curly brackets, width, fit minus content. That's it. And as always, you can find the CSS down below so you can just copy and paste it in. Before I show you how I use this, if this is helpful, please make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. It really helps me out a whole lot, and it will help show this video to more viewers so they can benefit from it as well. So how do I use this? The main thing it's extremely useful for is aligning content properly. For example, let's say you have a container, I named it inner, and inside of it you have a few other containers. One for a button, one for a text editor, and one for an image. Obviously, normally you would not need this many containers for this specific layout. It's very easy to do with just the widgets, but I'm trying to make a point here, and I'll show you a situation where this does make sense, so bear with me. We want things to be next to each other with the gap we set in the parent container, so in this case, inner. That gap, in my case, is 2 rem. You set the width of the image to 200 pixels and a height of 200 pixels. You align everything to the center vertically, but you're still left with space on the left and on the right of the image container. The image container is still huge. Same thing with the button one. They are way larger than their content. The only one that's okay is the text editor one, and that's really just because the text is long enough to fill up the space. What do you do here? The only way to really dial this in is to adjust the widths of every container manually so they align properly. So in this case, I would need to make it like 40%, 45% for the image, 46 even, and do the same thing for the other two. And obviously the other two get larger because you need to do this for all of them because they're just taking up all of the available space otherwise. So now you're stuck with having to adjust 3 different containers just to get them to align properly, or at least the first 2 in this case, because the button one doesn't really matter. It's a pain to get right. It's not fun, and it's really not 100% accurate. So let's try it with our CSS. I'm gonna go into my image container and do the same thing, selector, width, fit minus content. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste that to all of the containers. Because if I just do it with one, this is what happens. We get this kind of squished effect. If I do it for the other 2, and all of a sudden, this image container is perfectly matching the image. No matter how large I make the image, I can make it 400 pixels, or I can make it 100 pixels, so half. It doesn't matter. The container is adapting to the content. The other 2 are gonna stay exactly 2 rem away from it. So the text editor is 2 rem away from the image and from the button. And if I change the gap, it's gonna adjust to the gap as well. It's gonna be perfectly aligned. And just like that, this little layout here is no longer a problem. It's extremely easy to get right. Keep in mind, one really important note. This isn't a replacement for properly setting up your containers or for knowing how to create layouts. It's just one of the tools you have available. It's a tool that makes specific situations like this a whole lot easier and faster to deal with. If you want to learn everything you need to know about containers to use them like a professional, I have an awesome detailed tutorial about that. So go check it out if you're interested. The link will be in the description. This does work with just widgets as well, but it's not really necessary since that is how most of them behave by default anyhow. As you can see, we have an image widget here, a text editor here, and a button widget here, and they all align properly without any of this. Now, a situation where you would actually need this can be created if we just simply duplicate the image. So if I go ahead and I duplicate the image, now, unless you're using containers, you're gonna have a problem because it's gonna be difficult to wrap everything properly. It's going to be difficult to align it right. So if you want the image to be small, you won't be able to make it large enough to make it wrap. So your best bet is to use a container. Even if your other widgets are not inside of containers, because in this case, they really don't need to be, This is a situation where using with fit content fixes your problem perfectly. And just like that, by using the with fit contents trick, this layout is quicker and easier than adjusting things manually. And it's going to respond automatically if you change the width of the content. You don't need to go back and forth and adjust the width of containers as well. Besides aligning content in niche situations, I've also found it to be extremely useful for vertical dividers. I have an entire video dedicated to the best way you can create vertical dividers, so check that out if you're interested. As always, the link will be in the description. There are a bunch of other uses for this technique. I use it in various ways to help me out with complex layouts, but I really want to know how you're going to be using this, so let me know in the comments below. If you want me to share even more awesome tips and tricks with you, go check out this video next. If you found this one useful, I guarantee you're going to find this one very useful as well. And make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thank you for watching.